Hi, Mabel.
Hi,
Thanks for
Alex.
coming in today. What brings you in?
Um, I'm a little bit anxious about the presentation I have to do next week for my counseling apps class.
Okay. You say you're anxious, but you're laughing about it.
Because when I'm really nervous, I laugh because I don't know what to say or like how to express my anxiety about it.
All right. You click your pen and you're smiling. Really, really good.
I smile a lot when I'm nervous. Yes.
Nervous.
Yeah.
Okay. You just finished closing up, and you laugh because I picked up that cue.
You did.
Okay. So tell me a little bit more about what it means to you.
What it means about what?
The
About
presentation.
Well, it's on. I have to pick a theory, which is me and my partner are doing behavioral therapy, and we have to create this website where we need to fill in the information and present it to the class. And I feel I'm a little bit unprepared, so it's making me a little bit more anxious.
Okay. Well, speaking of it, you seemed your voice kind of calmed down. Have you been thinking about that tomorrow? What have you been doing to?
Well, I just been reading over what I have so far to see if I have to fix it before moving forward. It's a lot I need to get done.
Okay.
Yeah, I
All right.
had a few other papers that I needed to do this week that were really taking my attention.
Okay. So it had a lot to do with timelines and feeling a little pressure.
Oh, a lot of pressure, and I didn't have the time necessary because my son was sick the past 2 weeks.
Oh.
So I've been on mommy duties and trying to sneak in a little bit with the schoolwork.
Okay. You're very busy.
Extremely busy. I don't know how I do it.
Very busy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when you think of yourself, you laugh.
Yeah, I feel like my life is very funny. I feel like looking from outside is just like it's kind of funny how I do all of these things.
I'm not sure if I buy if you believe that your life is funny. Because you mentioned that you're under pressure and you're nervous and you smiled as a deflection. So when you said that your life is pretty funny, I think
Well, pretty funny and
you really believe. How does that feel? Right?
well, like funny in a way like is a lot. Like I don't know, like I'm still able to do all the things, even if I do it at last minute, I feel like I still manage to do it in a way. Yeah.
Absolutely. You definitely find a way to get it done.
Oh, I have no choice.
Yeah. And because that's how you find things. You find things a challenge, and they mean a lot to you.
Yeah, so like I feel like sometimes I feel like I take on more than what I can handle, which is been kind of an issue for me. But I feel like I needed to take the amount of classes that I'm taking this semester in order to get back on track. Like, I want to finish in 2 years, 2 years and a half max, with my master's. But I didn't think it would be this challenging.
Yeah. It's quite a bit. It's quite a bit.
Yeah.
And so if there was a way for you to describe, to me, like, hey, this is what I feel when I don't buy what I'm feeling. what do you think it would? What would it sound like? What do you? I just finished telling you that I didn't buy it too much, but you came back with the same. So, do you?
Cause I feel like it's true. Like,
You agree with me that you don't buy it?
I don't know. I'm a bit confused.
Okay, all right. Because when you're anxious, when you're feeling pressured, you smile and giggle.
I don't know.
When you look at yourself, at what everything you're doing, you laugh and giggle. So is that a way to kind of you know?
I mean, it's not, I guess, an appropriate way, but I feel like I've managed to disguise my true, like, feelings towards, my situation. So I don't want others to, see me struggle or, see me, I guess, not handle the situation, I guess, like, in the right way. So I just laugh about it.
Okay. There. Yeah. How did that feel right now? Coming to that contact where, how was that? You just told me something of you, of personal, of Mabel. You don't want people to see that vulnerable side.
Yeah.
How did that feel telling me? I'm just a therapist in the making.
It felt honest. It felt like actually expressing how I feel without, being judged. Which I feel like a lot of people do, outside in the real world. Like family members, friends, outside people. Like they don't see it that way. So I have to put in disguise until I make it, fake it until you make it, right?
Okay. All right. There's Mabel again. The real Mabel, yeah. Well, so if coming to terms with you and letting them see how really serious you are is a little scary, right?
Yeah.
How would you tell them without laughing?
It's hard.
What would you say?
My life is really hard. It's very stressful, and I'm doing the best I can.
With a little smile.
With a little smile. I don't know why I keep smiling.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I just need to put on a smile to, level.
To level out how serious you really feel about it.
Yeah.
And how they better not take you lightly because,
yeah.
Hey, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Give me some credit.
Yeah, exactly.
You can be assertive. Absolutely.
It has taken me a few years, but I feel like I've gotten a little bit assertive than before.
I don't buy that one.
Which one?
The one right.
Assertive?
Yep. Right now, you said it with a smile on your face. You didn't tell me, hey, Alex, you know something? I am busting my hump on this. I'm a full-time mom, a full-time student, and I work. Give me a little credit. I don't want to come here and then you tell me that. What do you want to tell me right now? I'm getting on your case?
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm telling you to be assertive. So then tell me. How do you see me? How do you see me as?
I feel like you're trying to get me to say things about myself that I already know.
All right. No, there's no doubt you know them.
Yeah.
No doubt. And you experience somehow. How do you feel about them?
About?
The smile left. You told me something real right now.
Well, I don't know. Like the smile is always there. I don't think it's ever gonna go away.
Okay.
Unless I'm in a very serious emotional
You're telling
situation.
somebody what they need to know.
Yeah.
So then now you know when it gets down to it, you can tell them how it is. And how does that feel at the moment, right now? How does this last 5 minutes? Is it new to you? Is it something that you've been doing recently? Is it something you find odd? Is it something you feel you could do it again when you have to? Say, hey, wait a minute. This time I'm not going to respond with a smile. This time I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm feeling.
Well, with me, like I let others have their opinions. They're gonna have it either way. As long as I don't feel insulted, you know, like you can talk whatever you want about me, but you know, if you tell me to my face, you know, it's a different story.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, the here and now, at the moment, you have no problem telling somebody. You have no problem telling me right now where you're at.
Yeah.
And how to respect you.
Yeah.
You want to be respected.
Yeah.
Especially for doing all the work that you do. Okay. Okay. So then, tomorrow, when you're nervous, what's gonna come up?
Oh, I'm gonna feel it in my stomach. I don't know. That feeling is just, even just like thinking about the presentation it makes me sick. I don't know how to make that feeling go away.
It means a lot. It means a lot.
The presentation, well, yeah, I mean, I need to get a good grade to pass the class.
Yeah.
So I really want to do a really good job.
Do you see how what you're feeling at the moment can be controlled? Do you see how that you experience that at that moment and you can do something about it? You saw that?
At the moment, yes. Now I'm trying to think about controlling that next week when, you know, I'm in front of the whole class and I have to speak.
Okay.
I feel like that's where my dilemma comes in.
Pretend for 1 second that I'm the audience. Here I am, I don't know you. My judging eyes are on you.
Yes.
Would you laugh at the presentation right there?
Yeah, I had a presentation last week, and when I was up in front of the class, I was laughing. It came out. I tried not to, but it came out.
Because it meant so much. And it was hard to tell them that.
Yeah. So I guess I show it, you know, by laughing or like by looking away or smiling, but just, I don't know, using words is kind of hard, I guess, to express how I feel, just because I don't feel like people are entitled to it. If that makes sense.
Okay. Absolutely. And for you to get your presentation done at that moment, with what you feel right now, how important it is to you. Okay? And how you don't want to feel judged. How you want to make your point across. If you can put that, give it to me, what I just gave to you. Tell me what I just told you.
And
just like I said, this presentation means a lot to me. I'm very nervous. It's hard to be here, and I don't like being judged. I don't like being on the spot. I do a lot in my life. Would you be able to say that to me right now if I'm looking at you and judging? I just told you a second ago that I didn't buy the smile, feeling anxious with a smile,
Right.
kind of stepping on your toes.
Yeah.
A little aggressive, a little pushy.
Yeah.
How you felt about that, me being aggressive and pushy?
I mean, now that it's okay.
It's okay.
Well, I don't take it personally. You know, I know you're trying to get me to, you know, tell people how I feel, but I think it's like
At that moment,
at that moment,
absolutely.
yeah,
It might help.
practicing. I practice all the time.
Good.
I practice all the time. It's just there. Like when I have
Right
to
there.
do it, it's just like I check it out.
One more time, when it counts. So it's interesting, you weren't able to say to me
I was not.
what I was able to say to you.
Yeah.
So pretend you're me, and you're telling somebody with big anxiety, stage fright, to be assertive, to say how important it is. What would you say?
You have to take a deep breath and just say what you need to say. It's gonna come out, you know, it might come out in the wrong way. You're gonna make mistakes, but
Could you do that one more time? I'm sorry.
which part?
What you did, the whole thing. I have to,
Take a deep breath.
because you just did.
I did.
Yeah.
I've been practicing my breathing.
Right. You took a breath and told me to take a breath and briefly say what even if it's short.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna try that.
All right. Yeah. Thank you, people. Thank you.
Okay.
And yeah, what you experienced, what I experienced right here, I was a little pushy, and it seemed as though you were in the moment. You felt it.
Yeah.
You reacted.
Yeah.
The smile went away, and you made yourself really clear. All right, and it's known that you do a lot.
I do.
You have a full plate. You're no joke.
No.
Thank you. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
All right, Alex.
Okay, thank you. Take care. Bye.